everyone, welcome to your workout. This is going to be all yoga. So we're going to do the same repeated poses and movements a couple of times around. We'll start with some stretches and we'll finish up with some stretches, and that's going to be it. We're working on our mobility, flexibility, and stretching. I'll catch you in just a second. Welcome to your workout. We're going to go ahead and get started with some stretches. Let's go ahead and just tilt the neck over to one side. Your left hand, your counter stretch hand, can be pressed out or petting a dog. You're going to take the right hand and pull gently on the top of the left ear. And let's just breathe into the stretch. One more. Good. Tilt your head over to the other side and go ahead and extend the opposite hand. And then with a gentle pull, oh, he wants me to keep petting him. With a gentle pull, so you're pulling on your ear and I'm petting the dog. You are going to press gently onto the right ear with your left hand. Take some deep breaths. And one more. Good, and then come back up and let's just give it a little bit of a shake and a nod. We're going to take it into a deeper nod, exaggerated style. So tilt your head back, open up the throat. Hi buddy, I see you there. And then go ahead and tuck your chin to the chest. Make sure you breathe. One more, lift up. Then tilt forward, tucking the chin. Good. He wants a lot of attention right now. Now let's take a side body stretch. Right hand is pressing down onto the floor, and the left hand is going to reach up over. Oh, you feel the back crack. No, he is getting me to pet him. It's okay, Chewy. And then I'm feeling to see if he has any grass on his fur. And you are reaching for this deep stretch. Then lift up the right arm so you balance up in midair, and then come back center and then switch sides. Reaching over to the opposite side. If your hip is starting to lift up, go ahead and try to press it back down. We want to try to keep it down on the mat. Flexibility permitting, then go ahead and lift up that other arm, check your balance, and then come back to the center. All right, now let's take one leg and extend it. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Take one leg and extend it. We're coming to the inside of the right knee. And again, another version of your side body stretch, but adding in the leg stretch. So if you want to turn your upper body and face the leg, maybe put your hands underneath the knee. That is one way to get into the deep stretch, or pull on your foot, flexing that right foot. But take either version. Arm overhead and stretch, elbow to the floor, or folded into a forward fold position. And we're going to come up and we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. All right, so now we're taking the elbow to the floor, deepening that side body stretch, and then you can also fold onto that leg, maybe pull a foot towards you, tucking the hands underneath the knee, however you can get to that stretch. Come back up with your body. Let's take a Murgasana, chicken pose. So now take the hands through. I do this one now almost in every video. Take the hands, thread them under. Hands are going to come to the earlobes and then press
Press, press, press down with your body into your forward fold, seated forward fold. Breathing here. And then relax.
Oh my goodness, doggies. All right. Then we're going to take a little bit of hip stretch, similar to what the stretch we were just doing with our leg open. We're going to press the hand behind us. We're going to lift up for a hip stretch. You can tuck the toes of the bent knee and come down. Push up for 2. We're going to do this 3 more times. 3. Wave that arm. 4. And down. And 5. And then bring it down. Change out the legs. Let's push up for 1, onto the other side, and down. Lift up for 2, and down. And 3, reaching up. 4, and 5. Good, and then come back down. All right, that was our little warm up. So now we're gonna get into our poses. And let me give myself some space here so you can see me in all my postures on the camera. Come into your downward facing dog, and I'm just walking it out. Feel free to hold it still or move around. Double lift on the heels, press them up and down. All right, now let's get into it. The right leg is going to come up, and then we're going to open up the hip and just kick the right leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Press the hip back down towards the front, and then take it all the way through. Step through. Now you're in your lunging position. Left hand plants to the floor. Right hand lifts up into your twist. Hold for just a second. And then we're going to walk our hands down into a wide leg forward fold. Don't worry, I'll show you the front of this pose on the other leg. And then we're going to take it down into a Skandasana. You might want to shift your hips here, but then lift up your right heel and now take your body down low into your Skandasana stretch. I have trouble with this one, I have to admit. This is not an easy pose to do. And then if you can lift yourself up without the support of your hands, try it. And then we're coming right back around to our twist. That one is definitely a challenge for me. I don't know about everybody else, but it definitely is a challenge. All right, so we're going to lift back up or up into our crescent lunge, and then open up into warrior 2. Flip the palm open and go back into your peaceful warrior, excuse me. Whew. And then we're going to turn back into our warrior pose. We're going to take the back leg into a balanced pose. So carefully tiptoe and step all the way up into your balancing mountain pose. Holding, and then take that leg right back down. Step it right back down into your lunge. Press the hands to the floor. Step back with the right foot, or you can lift one leg and do a one-legged chaturanga dandasana and come up into your upward facing dog. I'm not tucking my toes because I just painted the toenails. And I want to press them into the mat and then push back into your downward facing dog. Settle back in. Let's do the left leg now. Lift the left leg, kind of open up the hips, kick the left leg a few times. And then turn your hips back down towards the floor. Slowly bring that left leg down to the mat. Maybe you want to shift a little bit into this pose. And then press the right hand to the floor. Open up into your twisted pose here. And then we're going to walk into our wide leg forward fold for just a second before we go into Skandasana, one of the more difficult poses. And then let's maybe shift our weight just to get ready for this Skandasana. Picking up your left leg, and then you're going to drop. Now see, I have trouble. I might have to shorten my stance. You're going to drop your hips down into this Skandasana. I'm struggling in this pose, but if you guys can do it, drop your hips down. See if you can carry yourself up. Now that was hard. I had a hard time doing that. You could use your hands for some assistance. Come back into your twist. Just take a deep breath, and then we're going to lift up into our lunge. Open up into your warrior two. Now feel free to adjust your knees and legs and feet however you need to get your balance. Nobody's going to come into these poses perfect every time. Flip the hand over, reach back into a peaceful warrior, and then back into a warrior two. Then we're going to turn towards the front, hop the foot up into a balancing mountain pose, Tadasana, and then take that foot back into the lunge. Press the hands, both hands to the floor, step back into a single leg or double leg Chaturanga Dandasana, or knees, chest, chin to the floor, and push back into your downward facing dog. Let's see if we can get through this a couple more times. The repetition will be good. We strengthen our bodies, get used to this flow. Bring the leg through, the right leg is coming through. Twist, turn your body into a wide leg. Forward fold. And see if you can reach your head down to the floor. Shift your body into your Skandasana. Lift up the right foot and then drop your hips into this low Skandasana, or you can take a higher version of this and then use your leg strength to turn right back around, slow and gentle. Good, now we're back in our twist. Come up into a standing position. Balance here for a second. Open up into warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Flip the palm, peaceful warrior. Back into warrior two. Turn, give it a little hop with that back leg if you need it. Come forward into your balance, standing pose, mountain pose. Then take that foot slow time and step back. Again into your lunge. Hands come to the floor. Back into your single leg plank or double leg plank. Chaturanga, Dandasana, upward facing dog. And then back into downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Open up that hip, a couple of kicks. Bring the knee through. Right hand plants to the floor, left hand lifts up for your twist. Walking the hands around to the sideways view of your mat into your wide leg forward fold. You can reach for the ankles. Let your head tap the floor if you're able. Deep breath here, Skandasana shifting. Readjust your foot because I needed my other leg closer the last time. So readjust your foot, pick up the left foot and drop your hip down. Oh, try to keep that right foot on the floor. See where I struggle. The other side I do a little bit better. But if you're struggling, put a block there or don't go down as low. Maybe come up to like right about here. Come back into your twisted lunge position. Hands lift up. Open up into a Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Flip the palm, reach back into a peaceful warrior. And then back into Warrior 2. Turn the foot, step through into your standing balance. Hold, and then step back into your lunge. Press the hands to the floor. Step back into your single leg. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up into upward facing dog. And down into downward facing dog. Walk it out. We're going to go through this one more time. You can feel that in your legs, that deep stretch. Pick up the right leg, give it a couple of kicks. Turn the hip back down. And bring the leg through. Open up into your twist. Walk your hands around into your wide leg forward fold. Grab onto the ankles. Head maybe reaches the floor if you're able. Deep breath. Skandasana, so lift up the right foot and then take the hips low if you can. Maybe a low or a high version of this Skandasana pose. Then with your strength, turn all the way back around into your twisted lunge. Lifting up your arms into the lunge and then open up into a Virabhadrasana 2. Flip the hand, reach back into a peaceful warrior, and then open right back up into your Warrior 2, stepping all the way through into this balancing pose, and then step back into your lunge, hands to the floor, come down into a plank, lift up one leg if you want to, into an upward facing dog, and push back into downward facing dog. Let's catch our breath here for a couple of breaths. All right, picking up the left leg, opening up the hip, breathing through it. Turn the hip back down to the mat, step it through. The left foot comes through, and then you're in your twist. Walking the hands around into your wide leg forward fold with your head reaching the floor if you want, or some version. You can also put some blocks here and stack the blocks or stack your hands on top of each other. It's time for a Skandasana. Walk in that foot a little bit closer if you need to, and then you're going to drop the hip down. Woo! I can't hold here for very long. Using the strength, turn your body back into that twist. And then come up into a lunge. Open up into a Warrior 2. Flip the hand, reach back into a peaceful warrior. Back into a Warrior 2. Take the back leg, step it through into a balancing pose. Step back into your lunge. Hands come down to the mat. Single leg, Chaturanga Dandasana into upward facing dog. And then push back into downward facing dog. Let's catch our breath here. And then we're going to bend the knees, and then we're going to hop through and land in a seated position. Bend the knees, and then cross the legs under you so that you land in your seated position. Okay, good job, everybody, if you're able to get through it. Let's come to our hands and knees. We're having a chance to catch our breath now. Threading the needle, right arm lifts up. Let's go under for 1. Thread it through for 2. Lift up and thread it through for 3. The Left hand is just situated right in front of your face, and the right arm is pressed through, or the top arm can fold behind your back in a bind. And then release. Press the left hand to the floor to push up. Lift up that arm again and then bring it down. Left arm comes up. Let's thread it through. I'm just hovering for the first two. That's two. Lifting up. And three. You thread through, resting your arm. My left arm is just extended. My right arm is going to wrap behind my back into a half bind. Or your preference, you could keep it extended out over you if you want. And then let's breathe. Push up, lift up the left arm, and then come back down. Let's circle the hips for 1 and 2 and 3. And then reverse for 1, 2, and 3. Good. And then let's push back into an active child's pose. Hips up and back. And 2, drop them down. And 3, and then land into a puppy pose, extending your arms out overhead, or take your chin and press it to the floor instead of your forehead. Let's hold here. Good. Just relax. Deepen that stretch in the shoulders. And then push back. Push back into your, a little bit of a modified child's pose. You can slowly begin to release the arms. Then we're going to come into our Malasana squat. So stepping out wide of your mat. And then either the hips are dropping about midway or dropping all the way down into this seated Malasana squat. And let's hold for 5 deep breaths, because that's when it gets painful and that's when you want to stop. But just try to hold. Press into those knees with the elbows. And 5. Press your hands. Let's do a little bit of a play with the crow pose. You're going to come into a semi-balanced pose. So by lifting up one toe, a couple of toes at a time on either foot, just play around with it. Just a little bit of hopping motion here. 2, 3, 4. Then see if you can pick up both feet off the floor for your arm balance. Maybe pick the feet up higher and then set them down. Come into a cosmic egg. So your feet are flat. Actually, your feet are on your tippy toes. Wrap your arms around your legs. If you want to try the balance, close your eyes and just hold. It's a self-hug. Open up your eyes. Maybe give yourself a little more space. We're going to roll like a ball a couple of times for 1, 2, and 3. Scoot, you need a little bit more space. And then let's take an eagle leg pose. So you're crossing the left leg on top of the right. You can do a double twist or a single twist, taking the knees to the floor. Rest your right arm on top of the left knee and the left arm stretches back. You feel that deep stretch, maybe some cracks in your back. Good. Carefully, gently lift your legs back up, uncross, and then recross with the opposite leg on top. Give yourselves a little space on the opposite side. The right arm is extending out, and the left arm is on top of the leg. And then let's come up, lift up the legs and release, and then let's just hold. Hold in our stretch. Massage the back of the legs, flex and point the feet, maybe make some circles. Then we're going to come into everybody's favorite, happy baby. I'll give you a semi-side view. So you're going to take the outsides of your feet and bring those knees down. Try to keep your hips pressed into the floor. Few deep breaths, or you can take your peace finger to the toes. All right, and then bring the feet and the knees together. Let's give it a couple of little kicks here. And just relax, rock a little bit to the left and the right. Now we're going to come into our supported fish pose before a little bit of a shavasana. So you're going to walk yourselves down, tuck your hands underneath your hips if you're not using the blocks. Arch your body. Your elbows are bent and pressed into the floor. You can walk them in closer together between your shoulder blades, and then just press your head gently to the floor. And now you're in your fish pose. And just hang here in your Shavasana style. And we're going to carefully come out of it. Tuck the chin to come out. Slide your hands out from under you. Sorry about the background noise. My husband's on a work call, I think. That's how it goes. And shared spaces. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of the day, and hope you enjoyed the yoga workout. We'll catch up again soon. Bye.